Django auto underscore now and auto underscore now underscore add. For Django 1.1. I have this in my models.py. When updating a row I get the relevant part of my database is this cause for concern? Side question. In my admin tool, those two fields aren't showing up. Is that expected?
Any field with the auto_now attribute set will also inherit editable equals false and therefore will not show up in the admin panel. There has been talk in the past about making the auto_now and auto_now_add arguments go away, and although they still exist, I feel you're better off just using a custom save method. So, to make this work properly, I would recommend not using auto_now or auto_now_add and instead define your own save method to make sure that created is only updated if ID is not set, such as when the item is first created, and have it update modified every time the item is saved. I have done the exact same thing with other projects I have written using Django, and so your save would look like this. Edit in response to comments. The reason why I just stick with overloading save versus relying on these field arguments is twofold. The aforementioned ups and downs with their reliability. These arguments are heavily reliant on the way each type of database that Django knows how to interact with treats a date timestamp field, and seems to break and or change between every release. Which I believe is the impetus behind the call to have them removed altogether. The fact that they only work on date field, datetime field, and time field, and by using this technique you are able to automatically populate any field type every time an item is saved. Use django.utils.timezone.now versus datetime.datetime.now, because it will return a tz-aware or naive datetime.datetime object depending on settings.use_tz. To address why the op saw the error, I don't know exactly, but it looks like created isn't even being populated at all, despite having auto_now_add equals true. To me it stands out as a bug, and underscores item number 1 in my little list above. Auto_now and auto_now_add are flaky at best.
But I wanted to point out that the opinion expressed in the accepted answer is somewhat outdated. According to more recent discussions, Django bugs number 7634 and number 12785, auto_now and auto_now_add are not going anywhere, and even if you go to the original discussion, you'll find strong arguments against the as in dry, in custom save methods. A better solution has been offered, custom field types, but didn't gain enough momentum to make it into Django. You can write your own in 3 lines, it's Jacob Kaplan-Moss' suggestion.
Talking about a side question, if you want to see this fields in admin, though you won't be able to edit it, you can add read_only_fields to your admin class. Well, this applies only to latest Django versions, I believe, 1.3 and above.
I think the easiest, and maybe most elegant, solution here is to leverage the fact that you can set default to a callable. So, to get around admin's special handling of auto_now, you can just declare the field like so. It's important that you don't use timezone.now, as the default value wouldn't update, i.e., default gets set only when the code is loaded. If you find yourself doing this a lot, you could create a custom field. However, this is pretty dry already, I think.
Here, we have created and updated columns with a timestamp when created, and when someone modified feedback. Auto_now_add will set the time when an instance is created, whereas auto_now will set the time when someone modified his feedback.
If you want to support the channel, please consider liking and subscribing.